So you said it's like you were like very emphatic. It's different. So how would you say that it's like different from all the other armed forces, the Marines?
Because there's a baseline when it comes to being like creating a standard for the military.
Hmm.
Um, Marines are just so much tougher. It really is because I've cross trained with Air Force, I've cross trained with Army, I've cross trained with Navy. It's just not the same.
Would you
Like
say you're a little step above, kind of, just in like the mental and everything?
here are all the branches.
Hmm.
The Marines are way the fuck up here.
Want to kick it off?
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is a
I
dose
do
of
need an
reality.
opinion on this though.
Okay.
So I got some racing stripes.
Okay. What?
How does it look on me?
I think they're great.
You look very fresh.
Oh, come on now.
You look very good.
Don't be like that.
Who inspired you to
Don't
do that though? Who inspired you?
What inspired me was
Puerto Rican festival, dog.
Oh, okay. I've done the flags on my eyes.
I got homes in different area codes.
No, what I wanted was to look much more, I don't know, just a different, a
Youthful?
freshness. With
Youthful?
What's
Youthful?
Don't be a.
What?
I don't think you're youthful. You just lined your hair up. You cleaned it up.
God, look.
I'm
You know,
just
you're
trying to
very
get a new
fresh.
style.
Yeah, I got you.
I think we all got new styles. He did something with his hair, but
Yeah.
he has hat hair.
I do long hair now. No, I'm not growing it out. I'm saying, well, no, I did grow it out for a little bit, but I look
He has
borderline
He
caveman.
has the pomade he puts on.
Yeah, bro.
It's like
Wolverine.
yeah, it's nasty. It's actually
Old school though. I got the tights on.
It's actually
What's the deal
disgusting.
there? You slicking it back? Or you
So
to the
when I started
side?
growing it, that was the intent. I'm slicking it back, but my hair is so thick that I have to get it cut every month, or there's no slicking it back.
Way too much of it, like
Yeah.
I do, bro. That's not
If
for
you
our
saw
hands.
my hair, I was able to ponytail it, put it in a little bun and everything. At
It was
one point,
disgusting.
yeah, it was long. It was really long.
It was literally nasty.
Nah, bro, it was clean.
I used to
Clean
tell
hair,
him every
bro.
day. I'm like, bro, you're disgusting, bro. When I saw him put the little ponytail up there, I was like, oh, you're nasty.
I'll say, bro, all you're missing is that fucking the dreads, dog.
The dreads,
The dreads.
and then I
Oh,
can
he's
use
disgusting.
Aaron's bonnet.
He gets to share it.
It's
We
a
could share your.
shower cap.
You had a bonnet?
Yeah.
That's cool.
You have to sleep with it if you ever hear like this.
Okay. I don't have that issue, guys. We're reflecting off something I don't know about.
Well, racing stripes,
But you're
bro,
good,
all
though.
right.
Racing Stripes. We're back to Racing Stripes. Have you seen the movie? Have you seen the movie Racing Stripes with the zebra? With the zebra.
Oh,
The zebra thought-
yes, the zebra
The
was trying to be a horse.
He was so lonely and he wanted to be a horse.
Yeah, and so she what did
So
then
she
she painted
him. Yeah,
She painted
him. It's called Racing Stripes.
it was the
Never heard
stupidest
It's a good
fucking
movie. No, it's
Yeah,
older, but it's a good movie.
so
It's like when they
stupid,
first started
bro.
making animals
It's-
talk.
It's worse than like Winn-Dixie, bro. Winn-Dixie was like the
Winn-Dixie.
Winn-Dixie was such a bad movie.
They
I hate that
They took
movie,
Winn-Dixie
bro.
back in the back of the shed like Old Yeller.
I go with the other.
Yeah.
I took a chick to Winn-Dixie.
That's where Sweet Tooth came from.
Nobody was gonna be there, and I could.
Oh, and did you get some?
I sure as fuck.
Yeah, bro.
So McFarlane USA, bro. That's the movie I went to go see to go get some McFarlane USA. It's about these it's a random Disney movie about some kids that start like doing relay races out of nowhere, bro. And it just the football coach becomes like a track and field coach out of nowhere. First he coaches football, then he's like, no, I could coach track and field. And so it's supposed to be like some inspirational movie.
Is Will Smith in this movie?
The Will Smith
You
is
sure
not.
you're not talking about Gridiron Game?
It's not. No, he starts
That movie came out first.
no, that one came out first. So I go to see McFarlane USA. Definitely got some sloppy toppy in there on the top because there was nobody there but this very very old couple that were all the way at the bro. No, they were asleep, bro. They were asleep because when the credits was rolling, I go down the stairs to leave, bro. These just I like shake them, be like, "Hey, the movie's over and shit." They're like, "Oh, thank you, young man." This is not your dad's podcast. This is not ISO Sports.
No.
This is a dose of reality. I am your host, Kid ISO. This is my co-host.
was trying to do the dose of reality, but I couldn't. I don't know how to spell.
Yo, I swear you be trying to make me look so bad on here. This is Blake Still, and we
What's going on,
very
buddy?
special guest.
Yes.
Obviously, you all know Esteban, and we have somebody very, very new on the pod.
Mora.
How you doing?
I'm still hooking and jabbing, you know?
There we go. There we go. So,
Why don't you get into a little bit? Obviously, you serve. You're a Marine. Do you want to get a little bit into that life? How long you been doing it for?
Yeah, so I've been out for 8 years. I did it for 5 years,
Okay.
active duty and then some reserve time. But again, loaded question. You gotta kind of narrow it
Has that
down.
changed your perspective or like your view on life after serving?
No doubt. No doubt. It really is a culture shock. It really does kind of suck. When you go from being in the military to getting out, and as well as from not being in the military to going in. So yeah, it's kind of rough. I still struggle with it, but yeah. I mean, people like my cousin here, it makes it easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, you are cousins, absolutely.
Yeah.
You weren't gonna tell us that this is your cousin?
No, dude, for sure. I thought I mentioned that from the beginning.
No. Obviously, you told us.
Tell
You didn't
everybody
tell
else.
everybody else. You didn't tell
everybody
the
That is true. That
listening,
is true.
the
Well, yeah,
audience.
for the
He
crowd,
said he's
yeah.
family, but I don't claim him, guys.
Man, come on.
I got a couple of those. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Kevin.
I heard like the boot camp part is like the hardest part at the beginning. Like it's just like brutal. How brutal is it? Like, is it really like people say, or is it like people are exaggerating on how brutal like
Well,
it is from like
It
the
depends
regular
on the
life?
service.
Mhm.
When it comes to the Marines, it's meant to be the worst time in your life, so that when you do go beyond boot camp, um, you can just easily absorb how horrible the world and how horrible combat can be.
Mhm.
So, um, so when it comes to combat, or I'm sorry, when it comes to boot camp, like you're just absorbing how to understand how boot camp can really be and how life can really be after that. So yeah,
What would you say was the hardest part about boot camp? Like,
about boot camp,
yeah.
definitely month one. So
Okay.
you go through 3 months of boot camp. Month one is really meant to break you
Jeez.
out of all your habits,
Mhm.
out of all of everything you're familiar with. Um, and then month two, excuse me, month two, you start to learn how to be a recruit. Month three, you start to learn how to be a Marine.
Got it. Got it. So it's a 3 months, and then after that, do you like take a little time and then you deploy, or do you just go straight to wherever you're gonna be
It
going?
depends. Most of the time, you do have 10 days
Mhm.
of vacation. But if you're lucky enough, you get about 30 days of being a recruiter's assistance.
Okay.
So you go home for 30 days and you assist the recruiter for those 30 days and you just support him.
Got you.
Yeah.
Is it like a because how so it was 3 months was the
Mhm.
boot camp.
Mhm.
So was it like a situation where it's like somebody tells you go home and you go home kind of situation? Like you can't do this, go home.
Well,
Like a bunch of people were leaving, I'm sure, within the first month, saying that they couldn't do it.
you're immediately, no matter what, allotted. If I remember correctly, 10 months
Okay.
or 10. I'm sorry, 10 days. To go back home after boot camp.
Okay. But in the process of boot camp, like if people couldn't complete it and that just was too much for them, would your
There's
predecessors
no
just tell you
such
go
thing.
home?
There's no
Oh,
such
so
thing.
everybody completes it.
You're forced to complete it.
You're forced to complete it once you sign
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Okay.
Once you sign up, yeah. Unless you do something like, say, you're mentally incapable
Mhm.
of processing.
Right.
Yeah. Because if
it's not all like mental breaks, bro. Like legit, they're trying to break you out of the habit you used to have.
Well, you watch
Yeah.
movies, obviously, because I've never served, and I watch movies and
Mhm.
like Full Metal Jacket and things like that, where
Yeah,
it's
that
like,
movie
hey,
exactly.
you pussy, like you can't do this, go home. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like you can't make it,
that's
go
their
home.
mom,
Or like
bro.
in Navy SEALs, like when I saw American Sniper, obviously I don't know what's actually that,
No,
but
yeah,
they show SEAL training all the time too, and it's like if they can't make it, go home. You know what I mean? Like so, I was just
exactly.
curious,
well,
like how many.
I can't speak for Navy
Right, right,
SEAls.
right, right. No, I totally
I'm
understand.
not
I was
Navy.
just
I
using,
was
yeah,
not in Navy.
Marines, right?
But yeah.
And I know I mentioned the Army too with Full Metal Jacket, but
Yeah.
I was just
Full
using
Metal Jacket was
references.
Marines.
Marines, it was
Yeah,
Marines.
yeah.
Okay,
So it's hard to explain, but like yeah, you can't really.
just opt out. You do this. Once you do it, you do it.
Once you decide you need to join or you want to join,
hmm
you are joining.
Yeah,
And
we're a
It's a
contract,
brotherhood,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah,
and no, it's not even that. It's not even that.
It's a contract, more
It's a
so, right?
contract,
it's a
yeah.
contract.
And drill instructors are instructed like, hey, you have, I don't know what the percentage is, but you have like a certain 90 something percentage of you have to
hmm
graduate all these guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
maybe one guy can drop out.
That's wild. That kind of reminds me of the idea of like, let's say that one dad that wants to really prepare the kid for like the real world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he kind of like it's toughen him up by like throwing little jabs at him here
Mhm.
and there, kind of make fun of him. You know what I'm saying? But still allowing him to be able to learn his own way to like getting himself up. You know?
Yeah.
Of course, obviously, you're still going to be there whenever they really need you. But you throw those little jabs because you're just like, man, I know what the real world is like. And it's not gonna be all like, "Oh my God, my son, you know what I'm saying? Let me pick you up every time you fall." It's like, all right, you fell. What could we do different next time? So
Right.
that way, you know what I'm saying? Now we stay on the bike a little bit longer. Now we're going. But it's crazy because now that you talk about it, I didn't understand in that sense. Like you said, the first month is meant to break you.
Mm.
The second month, you're starting to like recuperate, and then you come out as a Marine. Because let's be honest, with the Marines, I want to say it's a little different than any other armed forces. We're talking about like the ones that are like
1000% more than the other
and
forces.
it's just kind of like you've heard this. I'm sure you guys have heard this before. Once a Marine, always a Marine kind of thing.
Mhm.
So it's never just kind of like, oh, I'm a vet now. No, they don't think of themselves like I'm a Marine.
Yeah.
That's who I am.
They say that about the Masons too.
No, that's what I'm saying. Isn't that crazy? Brotherhood for real,
It's
right?
So you said it's like you were like very emphatic. It's different. So how would you say that it's like different from all the other armed forces, the Marines?
Because there's a baseline when it comes to being like creating a standard for the military.
hmm
Um, Marines are just so much tougher. It really is because I've cross trained with Air Force, I've cross trained with Army, I've cross trained with Navy. It's just not the same.
Would you
Like
say you're a little step above, kind of, just in like the mental and everything?
here are all the branches.
hmm
The Marines are way the fuck up here.
Got you. And that's like something I hear from because I have a friend who's a Marine, and that's what he said. It's just
There-
totally
Let me
different.
stop you there. Is a Marine.
Yes, is a Marine. I apologize. Yes, that is a Marine, and he definitely told me it was totally different. Like it was not for like everyone.
The
Everyone
weak
just
hearted.
couldn't be.
Yeah.
Yeah, a Marine.
Yeah, dude, it really is tough. Like
Because even on commercials, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Even when you watch the commercials, the Marine commercials are different. Like it is. There's a
Yeah.
distinction. There is a total distinction. So to hear that from a Marine, that it makes sense because you see that in TV. You see that in everything. You see that it is a distinction.
yeah.
Oh man, yeah, definitely. And I'll be honest, man. At some point, I was even considering it. And I remember I talked to him. I was like, "Yo, bro," because for me, it was kind of funny because I grew up with nothing but like sisters. So I grew up in a family home. We're talking
Had
about
to
like
wear
a family.
jellies and a tampon to
Yeah,
fit in.
but no, legit, dude, it was crazy because I was like, dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was fresh out of high school. Like, I barely made it through high school myself.
Yeah.
I wasn't never that I was dumb, bro. It's just that I just didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just like, you don't care for school. So I'll be honest, man. There's thoughts in my head. I was like, dude, you know, like my cousin just joined the Marines. Like, why don't I do the same thing?
Mhm.
And now then he's like, dude, what are you looking for? And I was like, dude, honestly, like kind of like that brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Like us as guys, we need that kind of like brotherhood kind of thing. But growing up with nothing but sisters, and he can like vouch for me, dude. I grew up in a family duplex with nothing but like cousins that are girls, my sisters that of course are girls, you know what I'm saying? So I was just living with like nothing but females, and it was one thing living with them versus one time I like let's say like ISO, one time I like everybody that I like still hang out with today. And I'm like, yo, dude, it's completely different to have a brotherhood. But then, man, he kind of like talked me out of it too, because he's like, man, honestly, it's like it's nothing that you were like. It's one thing finding brotherhood, and it's another thing joining the Marines. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Now we're like really gonna break you to your core because we're gonna restructure you to be this. You know what I'm saying? This top notch, whatever you are, whatever position you hold, whatever you know what I'm saying.
Put America first kind of thing.
No, exactly, dude. Not
Yeah,
that,
man, I
or
can
just
see.
or just the people
it's
you
not
care
even
Not
about.
like
Just the
the
people you care about, bro.
emblem
Like
America,
having
it's
but
not
like
family
just
even
and
putting the
that,
service
dog. Like
first.
it's so hard.
it's like,
It's so
yo,
hard to shut it off, bro.
Yeah.
Like you
Were
can't.
were you deployed?
Of
Yeah.
course, I'm
Yeah.
fucking
No.
Marine.
No. I know. I know. I know. I know. I
All
was just
Marines get
yeah.
deployed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you just
Where
cannot.
did you deploy to?
How much time you got?
Just a couple places. Because I got follow-up questions.
I
I'm learning for the first time, man. So
7 countries.
okay. Yeah.
7
So you've been
countries.
to almost all of them.
Yeah, 7 countries in the Middle East.
Almost all.
Yeah.
Dude, and I was just talking to him the other day. I was like, dude, what is your favorite like aircraft that you've been on or
Mhm.
whatever that you've seen? And he was just telling me about the time that he's actually like flown in helicopters and then on the Hueys, just straight up open helicopters, bro. And I'm like, dude, I cannot fathom the idea of like being sitting on the ledge of one of these helicopters, bro. Legit, just taking in the sights, and you're legit flying from point A to point B. I was like, dude, I would be that guy that's just holding onto this
In
moment
Iraq,
so darn
by
tight.
the
You know what I'm
way.
saying?
Oh,
I wouldn't be
how
able to
is
do it, kind of thing, you know?
how has technology changed with everything? Like just because I'm sure that's impacted the
Well,
service a lot
I mean, it's been
with like
quite some time.
drones and things like that. Or
Quite
you,
some time since I've been in the military, so it's been I want to say 8 years. Um,
I know they've probably done a lot more recently.
yeah, I'm sure they have.
They advance so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, because you all are pretty much at the top of like technological advance, like whatever new stuff that comes
Right.
right. Is it no?
No, that's Dubai, isn't
Really?
it?
So
We're
if
still
we're
behind.
60 years behind, they're probably 30 though.
I saw a video recently. A dude said, like, you don't understand what the feeling is like when you have 200 friends and they're willing to do anything for you, kill somebody, shoot somebody, stab somebody, and all of a sudden they just disappear. Like it's a gas feeling.
It's like there goes the support that you had. Kind of like just kind of crumbles, right?
It's not even a
Well, no.
support. It's just
Do you keep in touch?
who's around you now
No, yeah.
Do you keep in touch with anybody?
all the time.
Yeah.
I make sure I call up on them. They make
Yeah.
sure they call up on me.
That's important.
Especially-
I'm glad to hear that. Though.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
so
exactly.
good.
And especially after I lose my friends.
Yeah.
Like it really does suck. But
Was that the hardest part about like adjusting coming back after deploying and coming back?
no, I think it's a three-way tie. Um, the three-way tie is one, yes, getting out and no longer having all these friends. Two, um, when you deploy overseas and then you realize like no matter what happens, I can't go home until I'm done with all these missions. Excuse me. And then three, yes, boot camp. It's such a culture shock. It's just so horrific.
Man, so like you said, it's preparing you for like being
It's
deployed,
meant to
and so
be
that's
horrific,
why.
yes.
Wow, that's really that's actually tell you what, that's pretty smart, obviously, to do it like that. Just because like then it's like okay, I feel like I've seen the worst. I can just deal with this. Adapt to whatever situation.
Not only that, but
Yeah,
if
but-
something's going to happen, it should happen when you're home, and now while you're out there, they don't want to lose any. Nobody wants to
Yeah.
lose anybody. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it really sucks. It's really not fun, but you slowly learn to adjust.
Right. Would you encourage people to?
Absolutely, 1000%. Especially considering how soft our generation is getting.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah,
So
totally.
That's a great point.
That's actually a great point. That's actually a great point.
It's so weird because the military is like trying to dwindle down to like save on money, and they have enough people, so it's like it doesn't make sense.
Hey, but how long is the typical Marine career? Or let's say when you're serving officially. How long would it say? You said you lasted 5 years.
4 years.
4 years. Well then, so let's say 4 years. You sign up, you do it for 4 years. I mean, obviously the career is very short then.
Do you think we'll ever get to a point again where there's going to be another draft? I'm sure there's a bunch of talk.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
We literally have
I
to go
mean,
into a world war.
first, I'm like blind as a bat, so I probably won't be able to do much, you know.
Putin was going to do it for us. I'm not going to lie. Obviously, NATO.
I thought the same
I
thing.
thought Putin was going to do it for us.
Nah.
Told you.
Not
I
World
told you
War
what the
III. That would have been a
fuck,
side mission, guys. That was a side quest.
Told you already.
Side quest.
And you maybe can speak to this, but I just feel like there won't be a situation where the world would ever even get to that
America's
point.
too big.
Not even
Who
America's
knows?
too big. I just think that it's too much at stake for every country to like.
Yeah.
I think what it is, to your point, America's getting just too big too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
And
you
then-
don't want to with us.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're going to
Like you're
trade-wise.
fucked.
No,
Yeah.
for sure.
Fucked if we get involved.
Well, yeah, I know, but I mean, consumer goods is you cut them off. You cut them
Yeah,
off.
for real. There goes
That's
your
cutting off the
funds.
bridge. You didn't see the Targaryens
So-
are throwing the flag on the New York, what is it, bridge?
Oh
See it?
yeah.
You didn't see that video?
No, I did.
Because
It's
the new
crazy.
new Game of Thrones is coming out.
The new Game of Thrones.
There's part of the. I think it's a prequel again.
Oh, the House of Dragons.
Mhm. But they put the flag up on the.
I haven't seen
Bro.
a single episode.
Yo, this
I
man
like
is
it.
sitting
House
here
Dragons,
acting like he
though.
doesn't know exactly when it comes out, bro. I
Yeah, he's
can't
like,
believe
yeah.
it, bro. I hate him so much.
He has sit up on
He's
the
like
on the
the
TV already.
biggest Game of Thrones fan. No,
Look at that.
he's like the biggest Game of Thrones fan. Game of Thrones fan I know, bro. And he's sitting here trying to act like he's
No,
I think.
and I think it's September 18th.
Every episode, he has
I don't know
he's
for
been
sure.
stoked and waiting and shit. He probably been
I'm
reading
hyped,
up,
but I don't
he's
know.
been going on YouTube.
How many reruns you have in the phone?
When's it come out?
No,
Come on now.
What's it about?
I don't know.
Bullshit.
I don't know. If I knew, I'd tell you. I'll tell you right now. I'll look it up.
Oh,
He's got
such a flex, bro.
He's shaking his blinders. That's what it is.
Bro,
Shaking his
it's
blinders.
like
What was it again, bro?
Game of Thrones. Bro, this man has talked about Game of Thrones.
It's on his first tab.
Bro, his first time, bro. He's like, bro,
June
this
16th.
What are you talking about?
He knows, bro. First
Sunday at
bro.
9 p.m.
He
Oh,
already
man.
he already told everybody, hey,
What's that, in 3 days?
Yeah.
him, bro.
4 days.
Wait, so
Don't
so how was winter, bro? I don't know. Did winter finally come, or I don't. I'll be honest. I don't even know. That's what I've heard.
I'll be honest with you.
He'll start
I'll be
talking
honest
about
with you.
Hey, bro,
here we go.
I heard a lot of people were pissed off though.
It's a good show if you are intellectually able to keep up. If there's
Hey,
so many
bro,
stories happening.
I like
at
Lord of
one
the
time.
Rings. It's
Well,
like
Lord of the
that,
Rings is the
or-
same though.
I don't know.
It's
It
the
really is. That's all you need.
No,
No,
okay,
it
so
really
it-
is the same
it's
shit.
Oh,
the
is it
same
for real?
shit,
No,
it's
it's
just-
no,
Oh,
it's
no
not.
way.
It's not like they're just a bunch of hobbits are going on a quest. This is a little different.
It's more
Derek.
like on
But it was
Dog.
no, but
A
there's
wolf.
like there's
Everybody
a
got a
bunch
wolf.
of different stories. I read all the books. This is the only series that I actually read.
Oh shit! There you go.
See,
I
I
read all the
started.
books. I read all the books. I read all the books, and I could tell you right now that there's a bunch of different stories that collide into one big story.
But
and it's
everybody's
very,
wait-
very
wait for
interesting.
anything.
Let's talk about those sharks, though. What the f- going on with those sharks, man? Does anybody know what's going on with these sharks?
I've never heard.
This is
about
all over media right now.
What are you
That
talking about?
that
Yeah,
whales are beaching themselves in public areas, and that sharks are going into
That's not
shallow
new,
areas.
dog.
No,
That's
but this
not
is
new.
no, but this is current to the fact where now sharks are attacking like sea dudes and stuff like that because there's a
dudes.
sea
dudes,
dudes like a wave runner.
Oh, sea dudes, like yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, keep talking, okay?
The sea dude. Yeah, bro.
Sea dude.
Yeah, get your ass on some
Waves,
water,
dude.
right?
Fuck out of here, bro.
Anyway, but these sharks, man.
Looking like
These sharks
Lieutenant
are
Dan
attacking
and
people.
shit.
These sharks are attacking people. I just didn't know if y'all knew the details on it. I wanted to
Like
talk
that
about it.
one lady who
Sharks? No,
Yes.
dude.
remember the popular girl who only had one arm? There was like this one chick that was the poster child. Yeah, she had the movie of like getting her arm bit off, bro. She-
Oh, for real?
Is it? Oh, no.
High tide and low tide.
I know what you're
Bro,
talking about.
it
I
is
know
the
what you're talking about.
funniest. So like when it was, this is early
It was
2000s.
the funniest
And
thing.
it was the funniest
This
thing.
girl lost her arm. It was the
This
funniest
chick-
movie ever. She was
Bro,
depressed,
this
didn't
like-
know how to surf again,
like-
got back on that board. It was the most funniest movie
It's
ever.
like, bro, like,
When
why
she was
you-
crying, I
in
was
circles,
laughing.
you know what I'm saying?
like, dude, why you get a movie for just being a tragic figure? Like, bro, you like, how are you
They make
the
a movie
how are
on
you the
every
poster
tragedy.
child? How are you the poster child of getting your arm bit off? Like, you're just a random.
It should have been a documentary. It
white
should have been a
bitch.
documentary.
You get a random white bitch. You get the movie and shit.
I know. It should have been a Gypsy Rose
Like,
film.
somebody
you
Give me
know.
a documentary.
Like, dude, what the? Like, I know some tragic that happened to people. Like,
He said, I got my chain snatched 2 years
like,
ago. That should have been on the movie.
That should have been a movie for
Harry that
sure.
lived down the street from me. His house was the wrong house. Got raided. Gave his grandmother a heart attack. Where's her?
Yeah, for
That reminds
real.
me-
There's a movie.
Talking about she got her arm ripped off.
Like the you went to swim in there when you knew it was sharks.
No, she just went circles.
Call the goddamn director. What the fuck?
Bro, what are you doing, bro?
You gotta fucking.
Gee, like that attacking, bro. Scared the shit out of me.
They
bro.
should have Winn-Dixie that
They're
bitch.
like, oh, dude,
They
this is the
should've
wrong
Winn-Dixie.
house. Is this 57? No, this is 59.
Oh, damn.
Yo, my bad. Just kidding.
Hey, that's on me. That's on me. That's on me.
My bad, bro. My bad, dude.
We ain't paying for that blue film.
Yeah, for real.
Yo, we got.
You guys remember that one movie where Shia Labeouf is on house arrest and it's like that neighbor, was it Disturbia? Where there's that
Oh,
murderer
yeah,
across
yeah.
the street? That was probably
I don't
about the
think I saw
stupidest movie I've seen too.
I
I think it was based on a true
Hey,
story.
bro. I'm pretty
Where
sure
Shia
everyone
LaBeouf
said
is on
those
house
neighbors,
arrest, he
right?
decides to harass a neighbor and then
He
and
was
get
being
killed.
a peeping
He was
Tom.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Peeping Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing, right?
Yo,
Got a whole
that's your
telescope.
fault. Hey, my bro.
That's why they got him kicked out of Transformers, bro.
For
They said, no
real.
more Transformers. Mark Wahlberg, John
Oh,
Cena,
Hey, I'm not
no more Shia
John
LaBeouf.
Cena's in a transfer. Oh,
Nah,
my
hell no, because
God.
Shia LaBeouf came out in Fury right after that, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, he did.
Did he?
Why does Shia LaBeouf and
I think I've
Tobey
seen it.
Maguire? Why do I always get them mixed up, bro? Tobey Maguire, not Toby, yeah, Tobey Maguire from Spider-Man and fucking
Oh, yeah.
Shia LaBeouf, man. I mean, whole Spider-Man,
He said, yo,
same.
Guy's like, get the out of the ring.
No, no. Have you seen those videos of paparazzi catching him and he's just by his car,
Yeah.
just staring at him like he's literally gonna rip their throat out?
No,
dude.
that's
Oh, he hates paparazzi. He
That's
hates
what- that's-
everyone.
that's what he
fucking
did. That's
hates
what that's from, bro.
paparazzi,
When he's
dude.
in the car, he's
That I
like,
do know.
I was like, bro, why is bro? He was so pissed, bro.
Oh,
He's
dude.
like hunking and bro. It's like Jesus,
Yo,
calm down.
have y'all ever
bro.
seen videos of when like paparazzi just comes up to him like walking on the street, like on foot?
Yep.
It's just like get the f-
Get
away
the
from
fuck
me.
away from me.
Who else does that? Who else does that?
Kanye, bro. That's
Kanye,
no,
for real.
Somebody else does
Yes.
that. Who else? Somebody else.
It's like, bro,
Like, yo, bro.
relax, bro.
Yes, 4 a.m. Yes, I know.
Is that Kim Kardashian trans stuff real that you sent me?
What happened?
That Kim Kardashian stuff that you
She's
sent me.
trans?
She's no way she's
No,
trans.
you sent me a video. You sent me the video. Stop getting high and sending me videos.
that's
and
not-
footage
I don't
out
know,
there,
man.
bro.
It's not- it wasn't me, bro. It wasn't me, bro. See, he has a couple of black
No,
friends that
bro.
send him shit.
I don't
and then
have.
every time.
I have one
every
black
time-
friend. Aaron's my black friend. Derek
like-
is my half black
He
friend,
says
bro.
every time he's like, "Yo, you sent me some," and then Derek be like, "No, I sent that shit. I sent you that." And I'm like, "So you're just getting us mixed up? What the fuck?" I haven't sent you. Yeah, bro. See, I wasn't me who sent you that
Nah,
shit.
it
He was thinking it though.
See?
Whole time. That's what I'm saying.
Who was it that sent you it?
He was
Was it me? Oh, it wasn't.
I thought you sent it. Who sent this?
It wasn't
that's
me. Thank you for watching A Dose of Reality. Thanks for tuning in. It has been a blast.
Thank you for coming on, truly.
Thank
For
you for
real.
coming on.
Thank you
Thank you
having us.
for
We're so
sliding.
here.
Always. Thank you for liking, subscribing, watching, sharing, doing everything that you do. We hit 55,000, right? 55,000 subscribers.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so very much for that.
Took you from the hood and I could never give you back. With your sexy ass speaking Spanish when you mad. But I just wanna let you know that someone loves you back. We might have our back and forth, but I love.
Oh, gotcha.
So baby girl, just strip for me and make this night a blast. We've been booming in the sky. Put some Marvin Gaye on, set the mood right.